Hi, I'm Pox.
I'm Ragable.
And you're watching the Commute cast.
Extended edition, bonus size, jumbo.
The extremely windy, I don't know.
I don't know.
So you might notice that, what are we going to be covering today? We're going to be covering cool tech news and, or at least our opinions on some big events that have happened in the week.
What we paid attention to.
And we normally do a show every Wednesday night. We were sick and out of town, so we didn't really have one of those.
Nope. Ragable.
And we're in Albuquerque.
Albuquerque.
And we don't really have a show today.
No, we took a wrong turn.
But every Monday we will have a tech show for you on twosmartguys.com.
Or somewhat of a show.
Yeah, something to watch. It'll be cool, I swear. Speaking of cool, check out Ragable's glasses.
These are a set of spy glasses, apparently, that Pox picked up for super duper cheap. Mini SD, and then the camera and the mic are right there. It's about 1 megapixel.
I think it's like a 2 megapixel camera.
2 megapixel.
Or maybe a 1.3.
Now here's the cool thing though, is that normally these are
like 150?
150, and he found them for
$20.
$20!
They're going out of style or
can't
something.
Beat that. And being the video geek that he is, if it records and it's $20, he's sold.
Yeah. So you can see by the quality, they're supposed to be 640 by 480, 30 frames. About iPhone 3GS quality-ish.
Yeah. Not the greatest, but...
And I don't know if they're even that good, but they're okay. Which... They're also 4x3, they're not widescreen like the iPhones that we're recording on.
And then there's, of course, the fashion of it.
Oh, yes.
To debates.
So the real question is could you sneak one of those into a theater and do a pirated movie and end up in jail for 5 years and get fined $250,000?
Whatever version of a movie came out from these, I would not watch. No. God damn, irritable. Okay, so
movies.
Movies? What movie?
Movies.
Speaking of movies.
Movies. Blockbuster, the store, as we know it, is dead.
Brick and mortar. Gone.
They're in our hometown. They were going out of business this week, and
they were picked clean.
Yeah, they're selling everything for $5. Didn't matter what it was. It was $5.
They are filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, and they are restructuring.
Yeah, so it's Chapter 11 is when you file is protection. So they're like, okay, I know we owe you guys like $250 million zillion or whatever it is they owe, but you can't sue us because we're protected under the court of law, saying we got some time to figure this out.
They're just delaying the inevitable for Blockbuster.
Maybe. Their plan is to go online model, which
they should have done a long time ago.
Which they've slowly been doing, but they just been dragging their feet.
Yeah. Look how well that worked out for them.
But who is it working out well for them?
Well, it's working out well for
Netflix. Netflix. They're putting it on every device under the sun. The streaming.
Pretty much.
And they say their future is the streaming. They know that the DVD model is not going to last, and they are trying to get the biggest library they can on streaming.
You mentioned something about how you hope that they update their plan offerings to have just like a streaming only option for cheaper.
Right. Apparently in Canada they have a stream. They just launched in Canada, and they have a streaming only option in Canada. So that's cool.
I'm down for that.
Yeah. I think it's like $9 a month right now to get the unlimited streaming in one DVD. So if you want, you can pay less. I don't know what it is, maybe $7 a month.
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have an affiliate with Netflix anymore, so we can't dip them like we used to. Otherwise, that'd be a great time to say, by the way, go to Netflix and sign up, you blobbity, blobbity, blobbity. But we don't do that anymore.
No, we're not doing that anymore. But we can pimp Zazzle.
Yes, Zazzle.
I don't know what we're going to say about them. They're just an awesome company where you can go and get your own custom-made clothing and gear and cards and bumper stickers and all kinds of cool stuff.
Yes.
And you can put it up for sale, so you can make it and sell it. And you can make money off of it.
So use our code to save
10% on orders of $50 or more. It's right here at the bottom of the screen. Pretty cool code.
Yeah, all right.
Help us out by using our code and help yourself out. So it's win-win all around.
It helps us buy gas.
And
If you don't do it, we're not going to have enough gas money to get home.
And an update on the contest that I had, the Zazzle shirts.
Oh.
There was only really 2 serious entries, but they were good.
Okay.
And they kind of complement each other. So what I'm going to do is...
Tell them they look nice.
Wait, I need to figure this out a little bit more.
Okay. He needs to think some more.
I just realized I can't just combine them because then the other people, they don't get a thing.
Yep.
But I'll be emailing the people that did enter. So I might order one of each. That's what I'll probably end up doing.
What else do we have in tech news?
Tech news. Oh, well, that's the Blockbuster and streaming. That goes to
Boxee.
Boxee.
The Boxee box.
The Boxee box. They've been all over the news lately. Yeah, the FCC's been showing off the remote. Now the actual box,
Which is really weird. I wonder if Boxee actually asked them to do that.
I don't know how that works.
Because that's the first I've seen FCC do that.
Yeah,
And you were saying, well, the FCC's just started doing that as part of their process, and that I made the comment that you don't see them doing that with Apple devices, though.
right. So
All about
I don't
who
know.
you know, I guess, at the FCC. Otherwise, they will rape your poor little box and lay its guts out for the world to see. But hardware-wise,
hardware-wise, they switched from the Tegra 2
okay,
to an Intel processor, basically a version of the Atom processor.
there was a hullabaloo about that, or at least it was to me.
Yeah, they were saying that, they wanted to do 1080p in all the codecs, not just the ones
simple
supported.
profile. It was simple profile, wasn't it?
Yeah, the VC1, which is the Microsoft version of H.264.
Really?
Yeah. That's what they were using for HD DVDs.
Okay.
That's what Tegra 2 supported. And,
Which is kind of lame.
Yeah. And I think it also maybe did H.264, but it couldn't do like MVKs or any other weird formats that Boxee specializes in doing.
Yep. So they jumped ship over to Intel.
But they said they might go back for like a Tegra 3. They haven't counted out NVIDIA.
See, I still think that they spent a lot of time trying to cram Boxee onto that architecture and onto that platform. And I think they should have tried to realize this quicker or sooner.
Regardless of who does it, that's definitely the future, though.
Yeah.
Whether it be the Western Digital box, a hacked Western Digital box,
Just wish Boxee had come out earlier.
the Boxee box, or the Google TV, which apparently that might have like a Boxee app on it. Who knows?
Boxee isn't really about, say, the hardware box. They're more about a platform, per se.
They hope to be on like everything. If they could, they'd love to be on the PS3 and the 360 and
They would have no problems, I bet.
everything under the sun. So, that'd be cool.
How long does this thing record, by the way?
Like 6 hours.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. It doesn't have a lane limit like the iPhones after they overheat.
No, and I don't know. That's a ticking time bomb right there. We're gonna lose one of those cameras.
Any second.
We probably already lost one of them, or I probably didn't hit the right button when we turned it around.
That's true.
I wish the forward-facing camera had a higher resolution. Yikes!
Whoa, flag.
Boxee. Yeah.
Boxee.
Cool Boxee. And then, was anything else that stuck out in your mind for the week?
There's a lot of stuff in my mind right now that I'm trying not to get the leak out.
Ah, I see.
Because it was pretty costly to put it in there.
Ah, that happens from time to time.
Yeah.
You finally got to see Scott Pilgrim.
Yes, I did.
And that
rocked until the ending, and I have issues with the ending after you explain how it originally was supposed to be, and then I saw it, and it was just...
Well, maybe I shouldn't have told you anything.
Nonetheless, I was still sitting there thinking, what? Going through that mental process.
Yeah, so I heard on another show, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen Scott Pilgrim, go see it. And if you like Scott Pilgrim, go see our show, Beyond the Clipping Plane, because it's along that type of humor.
Gotcha.
So, and video game world concept-y thing. Which I want to give...
Except you don't have, millions of dollars to throw at something.
Right, which I want to get... I'll give an update to right after I finish the whole thing on Scott Pilgrim.
Okay.
Apparently, they made the movie before they finished the comic book.
Before it was a single guy making the comic book.
Which is the same thing they did with Wanted. And I think maybe even the same thing they did with Kick-Ass.
Oh.
They started the movies before the series of the comic book had really come to a close. Because when you make a comic book, you really don't close it, normally. Do you? I mean...
Depends.
Well, I guess it depends. You get the end... You get canceled, basically.
Yeah, but nonetheless, they started making the movie about the time he was still working on the 6th comic book. The 6th, right?
I thought there was just 3.
No.
Oh yeah, 6. Okay, yeah. Did they do one evil boyfriend, evil ex per comic? Or not quite, because of the twins.
No, the twins, it's paced a little bit differently. There's a gap in there where shit falls apart.
Anyways, the spoiler again, mute it for the next 15 seconds. He gets together with Ramona, but in the movie, he seems like he really might...
He buddies up with Knives.
Knives.
Really unusual.
They really start getting along really well towards the end of the movie.
Yeah.
A little too well, and you almost think that, maybe he realized he was better off with Knives all along because they had more in common and whatever. So...
That's not the point, that's just no.
Apparently they went and reshot the ending because they did have him end up with Knives. And they shot the end because the comic book ended with him ending up with Ramona. And you can see that, like, in the ending, they twist it. Like, Knives is like, oh, I'm just, I just had a crush on you. It's all good. You're really fighting for her the whole time.
Yeah.
And he's like, you're right. I should. I really want to be with her. Hasta la vista, baby.
Band-Aid fix.
Yeah, I don't know.
They built it up, and then it didn't work for them, and so they had to change it.
I mean, it almost seemed like the way they did it in the movie that he was fighting for Ramona, but he got to the point where he was just fighting because he needed to, not really. I don't know. He seemed really fixated on her at the very beginning, but after the first couple boyfriends, it really wasn't about her so much.
Yeah, it was more about
self-preservation.
That became an element of it, but it also started to become about fighting for something you want and self-respect in that.
Regardless, I still love the movie. I think it's an awesome movie.
Yeah.
So, I think it's fine. I don't mind it.
Okay.
All right. And then Beyond the Clipping Plane. I just wanted to give an update on that. We did not cancel it.
No, we didn't.
We actually have been working hard on it. Just we have
an actor on the loose.
Yeah, our actor, one of the guy who plays Alan. He got done with college and moved out of town. So
he's all over the world apparently.
Yeah. So when he comes through town, we pass through. We shoot additional content, and so we've decided to hold off on releasing the episodes that we have done
until we get all the principal photography done.
Yeah. So season 1's going to be about 10 episodes.
I think it's going to break down to 10, yeah.
Yeah, about 10 episodes, and we've released 5 episodes. The other 5, we're trying to finish up.
Like we said, the principal photography for Alan is our main concern.
So we're trying to finish that up, and then we'll be releasing it as a chunk. And
like we did the first time.
Yeah. And we'll see. We'll see how we end up releasing it.
Yeah.
So it's not done yet. And the more you email and bug us about it, then the more likely we'll be to get it out.
All right, let's wrap it up.
All right, so more of our shows and cool hacking, modding, doing things that you're not supposed to do with your electronics at twosmartguys.com.
Yes, but yeah, that sounded wrong.
That sounded wrong?
Doing things with your electronics you're not supposed to do.
the manufacturers don't want you to do? That you want to do to make them cooler and better?
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Okay. And a live show every Wednesday night at 10:30
Oh, there goes the camera.
Mountain Time. All right. See
Bye.
you guys.
This has been a Two Smart Guys production.